Tariq, I'm sorry. Alright? I'm sorry I can't live the life I want to live. I'm sorry I gotta hide and duck behind doors, and I'm sorry I lost you. I know I keep making things harder than they have to be. But give me a chance.
Maybach music.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Dontae, and I'm back in this thing like booty crack. As you guys can see by the title, we have another episode of Let's Talk Gay, and our open discussion for today is going to be the real reasons why gay men like down low men. I've seen a couple of videos on here where, you know, people will tell you different signs of DL men. I make these videos because I really want to educate the younger gays that's coming up that may not know too much about, you know, a lot of things that happens within the gay community. And I just want to voice my reasons as to why I feel like a lot of us gay men like down low men. So I did come up with 4 reasons as to why I feel like us gay men like down low men. If you feel like I missed out on a couple of reasons, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section below, whether you agree with me or not. And yeah, if you are new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show your boys some support. I really appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into these reasons. So reason number 1, masculine energy.
Yeah, they get mad because they say because I date guys who are DL.
So okay,
they
explain,
get so mad with me. They feel like I'm
that.
What? Like why they mad at me about that?
No,
Dating
your lifestyle with that.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm attracted to them because, like, okay, for people in the gay community, if y'all are watching, well, I'm sure you are. It's a different type of. Well, I don't want to. It is and it isn't. It just depends, I guess, on the person. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's a different type of masculinity. The masculinity is different, and I've been in the gay community since I was like freaking 16, 15 years old.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying masculine.
Gay men
can't be masculine. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think they get mad at me about, because they think that I say gay men aren't masculine. They are. They can play football and beat people asses and basketball and baseball. Yes. And lift weights and do this. Yes. Like, I ain't saying that makes you mad.
So as you guys can see, that was famous TV personality Zoe. And basically he was just expressing how he, you know, how he only dates straight down low men. Now, I've never heard of the term of straight down low men. I never heard of a straight guy being down low about liking women. I don't know. But I think what he was just trying to say is that the masculine energy hits different coming from a guy who doesn't come off as gay, or who just doesn't label himself as gay. Maybe he's just curious. Maybe he's just somebody who just want to try it out. Either way, I don't want to be devil's advocate, but being that I used to be so into down low guys, I understand exactly where he's coming from. Reason number 2. Fantasy. I feel like a lot of things that y'all see on the internet is a fantasy. Whether you're on Twitter and you just happen to look at, you know, pornography or whatever, and you kind of read the caption on how like taboo as some of these captions could be sometimes, it can be cringy, but a lot of gay guys just like the fantasy that comes with it. I know for me, I can speak for myself though, like I used to date guys who were married with other women, who had kids, who had girlfriends, who had baby mamas. Like, you know, I've been there and done that. And for some reason, that turned me on. Like, I used to like it. I used to live for it. And that was a fantasy of mine. So actually dating a down low guy and experiences in that, they really do treat you like you're their girlfriend. Like, you know, I can't speak for all down low men. I'm only speaking for the ones I dated. But, you know, paying for my food and taking me out and opening the door for me and stuff like that. And just treating me like a girl. I don't know. That was always a fantasy of mine growing up. And I knew once I got up age and once I was able to date, I knew I wanted to go for that type. It was very unfortunate that I had that kind of mindset, but that just goes to show, I feel like that's another reason why a lot of us gay men like down low men, because they kind of fulfill our fantasy. And to dig deeper into it, like let's be honest with ourselves, the first kind of guys most of us gay men had crushes on was straight men. So like whether you was in school, you had a crush on Trey that played football, or you had a crush on Brandon that played basketball, or hell, you even had a crush on Justin who ran track.
At some point, we got to snap out of the fantasy that is being with DL men, because in truth, it's a nightmare. And there's nothing really romantic, beautiful. There's no like Wattpad stories about this stuff. Like it's not cute. There's not a good look from it. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing cunty, or like there's no accolades that you get from getting with the DL dude, especially when it has kids and a whole baby mama and a girlfriend, wife at home. Like, what do you spiritually gain from that? What are you actually gaining from that besides like catching a net and having somebody to come blow your back out, or you blow his out? What do you really gain from that? Like, what? And like, do you not feel like terrible? Do you not feel like a disgusting human being? I mean, you should, honestly. I hope you feel the guilt, and I hope you feel that guilt and then you learn, because there's growth on the other side. You can overcome. This is not the end for you. I want better for us all. You deserve better. You truly do deserve better.
Now, as you guys can see by that video, he made a very valid point on, you know, gay guys just need to stop dealing with them altogether. Like, what does it does for you? But at the end of the day, I was once there. I was once that person who just could not, you know, stop dealing with down low men. I couldn't stop dating them. I don't like when guys who quote unquote graduate from dealing with down low men try to bring down the next gay who's still either struggling with dealing with them or trying to get over them, or still in that phase of, you know, involving themselves with the down low men. I get irritated when I see people on videos like that, because it's just like, you were once there. You was once that gay who just who dated down low men. So who are you to judge? Who are you to point the finger? Not saying that creator was doing that, but I don't know, when I kind of see that like people are continuously saying don't do this and don't do that, instead of saying that, I want you to be, I wish people could be more understanding of why people do the things that they do. That's the whole purpose of this video. I kind of wanted to express why a lot of us gays, you know, like dating the down low men. You know, as crazy as it sounds, as wrong as it is, it makes some of us feel, it fulfills some of our fantasies. It's the masculine energy. Like, it's a lot of reasons why we do. A lot of reasons why a lot of gay men involve themselves with down low men. Third reason as to why I feel like a lot of gay men like down low men is because you will definitely have a private love life. Now, for those, I can't speak for all gays, but for those of the gays who just aren't comfortable with their sexuality, or who's openly just happen to want to have a private love life, it kind of works, because you're never going to worry about this person ever going back telling their friends or their homeboys or anybody, because they're just as paranoid to tell anyone who's there, you know, who they're sleeping with and like who they're with romantically. You just never gonna witness that or whatever. And I just feel like it works for a person who just doesn't, for a gay man who just doesn't want their love life out in the open. You know, it works. And the last reason as to why I feel like a lot of us gay men like down low men is because they won't kiss and tell. That was one of the main reasons as to why I also involved myself with the down low men, is because, like, if you look at it, they never want to go back and tell anybody who they mess with, because it's embarrassing for them. And unfortunately, the gay community is extremely small, and everybody, whether your stuff good or not, people go back and talk. You know, that's just the way it is. And you just won't ever catch a guy who is DL to ever do that. So that's just that on that.
It ain't a question. Oh, it ain't no one for guessing. No.